Hey bosses, this is Aeroica and welcome back to my channel where we're going through each and every individual haunted halls dungeon so that you can get a chance to see them before you drop in there and maybe give you a little more of an advantage. So far, we have done easy through hard and we are now up to extreme, and we're going to go ahead and get that going. So let's take a look at this. Looks like we have some 5-star bosses that are going to be in here, and we also have an opportunity to get Brahm. We've got our tokens and a couple of more Evos. And again, as always, for 10 energy, let's get this baby rocking. So here's my composition, level 39s. As I've said in all of my videos, these dungeons will scale to the particular group level that you have. And so there will be as hard or as easy as relative to your particular level. So it looks like we have 4 platforms to go through before we get it. You know, I have to be honest, the difficulty in this has probably come more from armament or, I'm just going to throw this on here and see what it looks like. Armament or some type of attack that they've got that makes it a little more difficult to handle. So they're more like boss mechanics rather than they are, I should say mini boss mechanics or fight mechanics that make you have to pay a little more attention to what's going on than just as I have in a couple of other videos where I just set this on auto mode and let them go. Try to get my gold here before they run away, and an energy. Alright, so I'm going to turn these off as we get to them just to make sure. So yeah, it looks like another pack of these guys, and I don't seem to be having too much trouble, so I'm going to auto punch my way through this and see what we come up with. But so far we're not really getting posed with too much difficulty. I'm just letting these guys kind of do what they do for the moment. We'll probably end up stopping short here in just a little bit. But so far I have to say I really enjoy this whole theme that we've got going on. All right, I'm going to halt here for a second. Nope, these are good. So we're just going to continue and let these guys do what they do here. This composition, I don't know if they're... I'm not a really big fan of cookie cutter compositions myself. I try to play around with things a little bit, and I noticed that what people say... Alright, so we are going to stop here for a second, and I said that as I've mentioned in my other videos, typically, not always, but typically any mobs that have these little skulls on them, I call them little mini bosses, because they technically, I guess they could be considered that, they are. And I'm trying to get my pumpkin. So we're going to go ahead and get my little Evo here so I can at least have that. And then we're going to start this whole thing. I'm going to, let's go with the little multi-mob targeting here and see how we do. That's not awful. I do know that I'm not going to need this for the next attack. So let's see what this kind of does to these guys. See if we can knock it out and save a little bit of time. Oh yeah, that was sweet. They are all pretty much, I have pwned them. We'll knock these guys out with some auto hits and call it good. And then we'll see where we go from here. All right, so here we are at the bosses, and I am going to obviously halt here for just a second so we can talk about it. So we are going to do Dr. Dwarfenstein, who is going to be a heavily armored little dude with quite a bit of a damage run. And then we have this guy who is going to be, and I don't know his name, so... And I don't know what it is. We're just going to call him Clubber Lang since he carries a big club. In any case, I will tell you that in one of my previous runs, I was like, oh, I'm going to take out this guy with the big bat because he puts the smackdown on my guys pretty bad. It doesn't take... He has a 2-punch attack that just knocks the crap out of my guys. And then when I killed him, this little guy brought him right back. Mr. Dwarfenstein resurrected him, and that sucked. So we're not going to do that today. We're going to roll through and heal through his little smacks, and then we're going to get this guy out of the picture here so we don't have a problem. So let us start this. Now I'm going to go ahead and cheat. I've got a couple of... I'm going to do this. Where is my... Oh, I don't have them available. All right, we'll try something different. I'll show you that this... Well, here's a good, nope, all available in 1 hour. I apologize. We will skip that. I was going to try to bring something up that, at least to get you to see Lord Zomm in action, but that was the only friend I had that have one, so we'll give ourselves a little buff here and see how that goes. Now, I am definitely, as soon as I get an opportunity, going to put my Nub-Nub's auto heal up here. See, that is just disgusting. That is a nasty, nasty hit. Obviously, she's not an armored type of character, but that was a pretty nasty hit. But even my armored guy, see that little 2-hit? That just knocks the crap out of him. Had I not had that heal going in the beginning, that would have I would not have made it another round. Some people do not like to use Rogar, and that's probably because he does not have a taunt. And I get that. I can see the necessity to having it. It does make a lot of sense. However, I am just partial to this guy, and I like him even though he doesn't have a taunt. I like his multi-hit attack that he has. So now I'm in a little bit of crap because my taunt is going, isn't it? So we'll get him anyway from this side. Here we go. So now what I do when he taunts like this and I've got this little bit left, I know I just throw this on auto and I let them beat the crap out of each other until that taunt falls off. And then when it does, usually by that time all of my special attacks have gone up, and then or they're cleared rather, and then I'll be able to go back to what I was doing with my original strategy here. As long as I can survive and he doesn't take out too many of my guys in the process. See, like my hunter there is getting smacked, so I gotta have to probably stop here and see where he's at. Okay, so see the taunt is off. So now I'm gonna go back to here. We'll hit this guy up. We will go for this one. See if we can get this 3 attack to just chisel him down. If she lives through this next round, I will get the heal off if it's up. Yep, and it is. So we're good, and we will have saved her, and I will still remain pretty powerful going through the rest of this. Look at that. I mean, I know he's not armored. I'm not an idiot. I get that, he's a healer and he's not armored up, but Jesus, that is a nasty little hit. All right, so finally now we've put the odds. Oh, no. Oops. He got right back up, didn't he? There we go. Stay down. Sometimes they don't know what's good for him. All right, so now I'm just going to kind of go all out on this guy a little bit, but I still have to kind of be careful because when he comes up for an attack, it will be brutal. I mean, he still hits like a truck. And there we go, lost one. So that is near expected. And I don't, obviously if I had, and clearly, one could argue here that if I had a tank who had a taunt, that would not have happened. I get that. I got it. But for me, I just, this is one of those unique fights where maybe I would change my composition a little bit just to keep it, but that's only happened that one time. I haven't had that happen to me before. But it's just unlucky with the turns. But now that I'm buffed up, and I'm just going to do this anyway because it really doesn't matter. Put the odds in my favor since we're down 3-1. This will. So yeah, so imagine in this case now I had got that guy down before and this little Frankenstein guy brought him right back. That was awful. Alright, so here's my treasure chest. I'm going to collect my well-earned token. And we are going to get on out of here. I've mentioned in most of my, actually all of my videos, keep in mind that you will get a ton of these XP potions, and even though they're only 20 XP, they are still good. Obviously, they do something. So keep in mind that the limit that I've noticed is 999, and that goes for any of the type of potions that you have. So keep track of how many you've got. In fact, I'll just take a look at mine real quick, and I'll see what I've got here. Yeah, see, I have 770, 921. Now, the other ones, the 600 and the 2400 and 7500, those are a little far and few between, so not to worry. But the 150 and the 330, I've had to come off of 1,000 almost every time. Doesn't take very long to build those up, so keep that in mind. Anyway, hope this video helped you out for that particular dungeon. I wish you luck, and I hope you're able to get Zomm. As I've said in a couple of the other videos, nobody, at least I haven't seen anything, knows whether or not he will, these tokens will just be an event thing for Halloween, or if they'll still be available. I would like to believe that they wouldn't screw people over and give them a hero that they can't do anything with or level up very much until next Halloween. That would be kind of pointless and stupid. So I'm going to put some betting money down that we're going to have these guys available, year round, and you'll be able to get tokens either through some special or through the heroic summoning and things like that. But this guy's actually really cool. I have not gotten a chance to really use him yet because I've been making some of these videos. I like the way, it sounds stupid. I kind of like the way he looks, but we'll see how viable he is going forward in PvP and when we get into some of the higher dungeons for PvE. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, or comment. If you have an idea for a video, absolutely post that, and I will give it serious consideration. Otherwise, you guys have a great night. We'll see you in the next video.